Let me see. Hello, dear friends. I think is my chat up? I always ask this. Where's it? Right here?
Click on the three dots.
Okay, you can do it right there. Thank you. Thank you, Priestess Jordan. She always does this so funny for me. Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome to our new moon. We'd like for everybody to kind of get on. This is an exciting day. I know everyone's here in the U.S. We have it's a holiday for us. It's the Labor Day. So thank you for being here. As we set up real quick, I'm excited for tonight. Tonight is new moon or dark moon in Virgo. So everyone is barbecuing. Hello, Priestess Selena. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching a recording, I'm glad that you're with us and that you've joined us. So we're going to wait for just a second for everybody to get on. Hello, Priestess Jordan. I see you as well. She's on. Hello, beautiful Candy. I see you. Welcome. So this is really powerful tonight. There's some really, really fun. We're just going to do a really powerful activity. So I want you to, if you haven't already, get something to write with. And this includes the priestesses. So please do so. Hello, beautiful Rayanne. I see you. So if you haven't already, get something to write with because we'll be doing an exercise. So hello, Kat. So yeah, I'll give everybody just a little bit more, a couple more seconds or, a minute to go ahead and get that. So welcome. If you are new to this new moon gathering or dark moon gathering, I am the high priestess for Luxunis. My name is Shakti. I'm the high priestess for not only Luxunis, but the Sisterhood. In fact, news right now, the Sisterhood is open for membership enrollment, and we're going to be open until the September 23rd. So if you feel guided and called to join, you can visit Luxunis.com, click on the Sisterhood to receive more information there. Or if you look in the video replay chats, I know that one of the priestesses will put a link directly to our Facebook group, but you can always go to Luxunis.com for more information. Yes. Hello, Infinite Magick. Sorry, I probably totally just slashed all that up. So also, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I was guided to do a giveaway, just something fun, just to keep it kind of fresh and kind of moving. A giveaway of a crystal. So I'm going to intuitively, I don't know if most of you know, I started the Luxunis side of the retail of Under Magical Moon, which is the magical wares and stuff like that. And so I feel called to do a drawing for a crystal. So if you are live, or if you're even in the recorded, I want you to comment after our segment is done in the video chat what you enjoyed most about tonight's gathering. Okay, what you get from the new moon rituals, but what also did you love about tonight? So this encourages you to really experience the magic, the connection, but also to be a little bit in the afterthought of, contemplative. How did this serve you? So tonight, as we are gathering everybody up, I want to welcome our newest Sisterhood member, Ajani. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're with us. And so I want you to think about what brought you here, besides it being just this beautiful space that we all create and share together. What brought you here tonight? And what are your intentions for this dark moon? Now, it's going to be the dark moon for a couple of days, and then it goes into the new moon energies, right? So right now is a time for contemplation. It's a time to gather in the energies. It's not time to maybe do the movement forward. It's almost launching. It's like waiting for the beginnings. So it's a time to really get clarification, and also to banish. It's a time that you can use to clear energy. So if there's anything that you feel you are desiring, but there's something in the way of that, this is a powerful time to clear any of that kind of energy. So thank you, Priestess Jordan. She's on it tonight. So I want you to think about that. Okay. So set your intention for this evening, and we're going to do our 17-second exercise in just a moment, but I want you to set your intention for tonight. Goddess bless you. Mr. Wallace is here as well. Goddess bless you. So think about tonight and what brought you here, and what your intentions are for this evening. I like to always do that because then you align yourself. Then you get in line with what it is that you're desiring. That's a powerful, powerful thing. Okay, so I'm getting my timer ready. Hello, Mr. Wallace. Priestess Selena says. He says hi. I'm sure you can hear him if you say it loud enough, Mr. Wallace. So let me gotta find my timer here. Actually, Priestess Jordan, can you do that real quick? You got that? Thank you. I'll tell you when. So just get ready, get seated. Yes, and thank you. I see some thumbs up. If you haven't already, please like this video, like and share if you can. That would be so amazing. Wow, people are clearing. Very good. Goddess bless you, Priestess Jordan. Okay, so now I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to feel what is it that calls you and is stirring you to this time, to this, not only this gathering, but this time in your life, this moment in time. Okay. I want you to really think about or feel about, sometimes it's more of a feeling than a thought, what you're desiring. And I want you to feel it, to bring it to life for these next 17 seconds. Okay, ready? There we go. Okay, fast. How did that feel? That was a jump one, jump start. So how does that feel? How did that feel for all of you? Have you been doing your 17 seconds and have you noticed a difference since you have? Tell me. I want to hear. So keep the chat going because it's through the chat that we're going to do. Through the chat, we're going to not only do pick from drawing, but all the comments if it's in the replay underneath. So I haven't decided what crystal I'm going to be guided, and depending on the person, I'm going to channel that. And so we'll find out what we're going to do. Next time I may have something just to show you. But it was kind of a spur of the moment as I was getting ready this evening for tonight. Okay, so I'm also shuffling cards from my Whispering to the New Moon deck. I have the two, the newer and the older. I love to do that. I don't know if you knew that I did that. They're no longer in print, but it's something that I do, where I do them side by side. See, the backs are just a little different. So I just shuffle them together. So if we have some time, I will pull a card or two. Johnny, I just love you. You're so amazing. I'm so glad you're with us in the Sisterhood now. She says, my soul feels settled in comparison to before. Yeah, Rayanne says, yes, it feels deliberate and intentional instead of wishing for something. I love that. Yeah, yep. I love that so much. M. Miller, hello, namaste. Thank you for being here. Welcome. So, yes, so there's a lot happening right now in the world. Let's talk really quickly a little bit about that, right? Okay, so there's a lot of, again, we talked about this. We've been talking about this actually consistently for a couple months now. You can't get away from it. Whether you watch news or you don't, you can feel it in the air. You can feel the unsettling of the Earth's energy and her inhabitants, Gaia's inhabitants, her children. And we are all part of that collective of, the human, I call it the human dynamic, the human construct. And so whether or not you're watching the news or you're actively engaging, the sticky energies are there. So you really have to pick and choose what you're going to lend your energy to, right? Meanwhile, you're going through your life and you're making the most of it. Going through your own life and your family or your situations, your job, work, wherever you are, school, whatever dynamics you find yourself in, right? And here's the thing, we are that micro of the macro, right? What's within is also without. So you look around your life and you look around in your I call it your sphere of influence, that which you have influence over, and you just kind of look at things and say, okay, so what feels unsettled? What feels like it needs to shift? And where do I feel the changes need to be made? All right. So tonight, I want you to pick something. Now, this is kind of going along with what we did last month, but this is what we do. We build up magic, right? We build up our energetic focus. It's important to know where to put it, right? You can just go anywhere sporadically and randomly, but you're going to get the best results when you know where to put your focus. So instead of calling it just intentions, we're going to call it energetic focus. So where are you putting your energetic focus? Where are you lending your energy and giving energy to? Now, is it what you want or is it what you don't want? So are you worrying about the things that you don't want, the hypotheticals, the what ifs, the fear, the fear mongering that happens inside your head that sometimes it just goes on a freight train, right? Just this huge runaway train. Or are you deliberately trying to set parameters to say, okay, look, I know that there's a lot going on that's out of my control, but what can I do in my sphere of influence? What can I do to shift things around me? So where are you lending your energy? Okay. Take note of that. And where, if it's not where you want it to be, where would you like to put it? What is calling to you? There's a huge motorcycle. My gosh. Where would you like to put it? Okay. So think about that. Mr. Wallace, that's for you too. Think about that. And if you are putting your energy and building and working on where you want to put it, what's the next step? So here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to do it in where we want to put in our energy. Okay. We're all going to go in that same focus, where you want to put your energy. So think of one thing. Now, one thing is powerful because it doesn't take a lot to really focus on just the one thing, right? There's no this and this, one and two. It's one. So I want you to think of one thing that's really important to you that you would like to see come to full fruition. You may get the startups of it, or maybe it feels so big and out of your reach that you're not like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? It seems so far and so far-fetched. But here's the thing, and this is what I say all the time, and I will continue to say it, and that is, if it is something that you feel and it's deep within you, it is also reaching for you. That thing, that whatever. Okay. So right now, I want you to take a moment and write that down. The one thing that you feel you're ready for, you desire, you're wanting to improve upon or bring into full existence. Okay. Hello, beautiful Lori. Welcome. I see you. So what is that thing? Okay. It doesn't have to be, a full run. You can go back and you can also really specify it deeply, which I encourage you to do. But for the sake of the exercise and time, we will just focus on those, okay? Now, you got that? You got it down? All right. Now we're going to use the 17 seconds, and I'm going to use mine. That way, Priestess Jordan can do this as well. I'm going to use my timer. I feel, is everybody ready? That one thing. Now, just like we did the 17 seconds where we fill it into existence, I want you to see it here, now. You are living it. You ready? Start. And stop. Now, how do you feel? Now, I want you to take that feeling, that experience, and I want you to ask yourself in this very moment, and this is what you're going to write down, what is the first step towards this? Write it down. Try not to think about it. Just write. What is the first step towards this? What action do I need to take? Or what is the first step? Now, after that is done, what is the second step? Don't think too much in your head, just the first thing that pops in. You're really aligned in your intuition and your psychic senses right now. So this is powerful. And lastly, what do I need to feel to bring this closer to me or into full fruition? fruition. What do I need to feel? Okay, you ready? Now, I want you to look back at number 1. How easy is that to do? From 1 to 10, 1 being very easy, 10 being very hard. Rate it. Give it a number, 1 to 10. How easy is that?
What's the scale?
1 to 10, 1 being like minimal effort, 10 being extreme effort. Yeah. Second one, do the same thing. 1 being the easiest, minimal effort, 10 being the hardest. And do that also with the third thing. Now, out of those 3 things, what was the biggest number? 1, 2, or 3? Out of those 3 things, what was the biggest number? What did you find was the biggest number? The highest number being number 2? Number 2, the second step. Okay. How about you? Number 3, number 1? I know, right? I wish I could love comments here. I know. Okay, so number 3, a lot of people, number 3. This is where you're going to put most of your attention at. Whatever number was the most challenging, that's where you're going to start. A lot of people can go, I can do step 1 because it's just this, but it's in your mind or in your thought process. But what happens after step 1? Like, how do I do that next thing? But here's the thing about step 2. Step 2 organically follows step 1. Okay. Step 2 organically follows step 1. So step 1, if step 1 was the hardest, there is a belief and a block there. Okay. To even get started. It's something you desire, but if 1 was the hardest for you, that is because there is a block, and this is what you're going to work on. Okay. If it's number 3, the feelings, you're not paying attention to how you feel. And there's something there that needs to be worked on. And number 2 is a belief that you don't have enough of something to get you to the next level. Because number 1 is easy. And I love that you put that, Ajani, on there. Too easy. Number 1 was for her, too easy. 2, oh, maybe not so much. Okay, because there is a belief that you can get started, but going on continuously, there's a challenge. So all of these 3 steps, and they're all different for everybody, depending on the factors, take place because there is a belief system blocking you. Okay? So that belief system that's blocking you is what you're going to work on. So the feeling, if it's number 3, like a feeling to get to that space, what was the feeling? Was it confidence? Was it love? Was it belief in something? Was it trust? What was that feeling? Okay, so first identify what the feeling was. Do you know what the feeling was for you? Everyone, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, right? Okay, so do that. Yes, and the great thing about this is Johnny said that you will have to revisit. Absolutely, and I want all of you, invite all of you to revisit this because it is something that is a very powerful, easy, fluid process. It isn't a lot. It doesn't take a lot to get to truth. It doesn't take a lot to get to truth once you get past the limiting beliefs. It doesn't take a lot to just go, oh my gosh, I see it. I see it. It's exposed, right? And so being in the dark moon of Virgo is about planning. If you want something organized, detailed down to the rung, Virgo will do that for you. I love our Virgos for that. Yeah. So think about that right now. And your work for this moon cycle will be on whatever number that is. If it's the 2, then you're gonna work there. Okay. If it's the third one, you're gonna pay attention to feeling. So Candy, beloved Candy said, it's honestly a hidden mess. I get busy. I know I need to. My mic's noise, so I'm like cleaning. I know I need to when I remember. Okay. So then Candy, it's even about taking time for self, right? Knowing that you are worth the time spent. So where do you believe then, or where does a person who doesn't spend a lot of time for themselves believe that they're not worth that time? So know that you're worthy of all the time. And that's what you're going to do, is you're going to spend more time with the things that you deserve. So that would be the homework of complete shift of that. I get so busy, which is an excuse for neglect, self-neglect, right? Within ourselves or in relationships or in whatever, fill in the blank. And this goes for everybody, right? We get busy. That is our excuse. That's a softener, right? For like not being seen or allowing something to be seen in our lives. Well, I'm busy. And people go, oh, yeah, I understand what that's like, right? But the truth is, anything that is truly important, you give time to. Think about that, right? Whether it be our loved ones or our animals that are our family, whatever it is, we will give time to that. So there is time, but you have to identify that it's worth it. Okay. And this is for everybody. So thank you for sharing the comments so we can give these examples, because I can't sometimes running them off the top of my head. It gets a little challenging. So thank you for being courageous to put them on the chat. And this is something, like I said, everybody, we all have it. So no one is like in their own little space of like only going through something. We all have a challenge with things like that. So this is something that is for everybody. Okay. And so tonight, as you reflect upon this dark moon, tonight, as you work in this space, right, at the shadow, this is where the truth is revealed, right? This is where the truth comes to fruition, and we're able to see with a full new set of eyes. Wow. Okay, I see truthfully, right? And so if it's something you desire, it's worthy of you. It's worthy of your action. It's worthy of your energy. So instead of saying intention, and it's a powerful thing, because intention feels, what is the word? An intention, when you say, oh, your intention, I use that word a lot purposefully, because there's not a lot of pressure there. It's very easy. It's very easy to go, oh yeah, my intention, I intend this, but there isn't an attachment that's so great that if it doesn't happen, we're going to be at a loss, right? But when I say your energetic focus, that's a whole different story, my loves. Then it becomes intense. Then it becomes, I am putting my energetic focus here. Then there's no room for excuses or errors, right? You are all on board. And that's what you all deserve. Everything that you desire, you absolutely deserve it. You got to believe that. Okay, so tonight I will be doing the channeling words of one, of course, but this is the integration of whatever else is coming forward. Yeah. I love it. So Rayanne says, we usually have to release some things that we no longer need to make time and room for what we want and need. Think about what those things might be and clear it up. Yes. Absolutely. Beautiful. So yes, and have the courage. You have it within you. And this is why, one of the reasons why, unbeknownst, you're here tonight. So take this love, take these messages, take this work that was just revealed to you, and see it. See the truth. Absolutely. I love that, Rayanne, because that's a powerful principle. We have to also let go to make room for what is needed. So that's that whole let go, releasing, right? And this is that time to let go of those self-sabotaging beliefs or limitations or toxic connections or energy that we give our focus to that isn't really necessary anymore. It has run its course. Maybe we're in a different space. Maybe we are holding on to something, and I've said this before, simply for nostalgic reasons, because it meant something to us in the past. However, we continuously grow and expand. So what was in the past isn't necessarily something that resonates with who we are now, unless it's grown with us. And that's different, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So not only do we see the truth, we are the truth. And that is literally the truth of it. We are truth. And so when something isn't truly resonant, it is because it is not in alignment. It is not our truth. It is something that is maybe put upon us or conditioned in us to believe that this is what we have, should be, desire, type of thing. And so there was a saying, it was kind of funny back in the day. I would constantly say, as I was finding my path, that's not my truth. And I would constantly just say, that's not my truth, and that was, what do you say to that, right? So that was kind of a way of telling people, no, I'm not interested, without having to go through that whole thing. It was just like, that's not my truth. I'm done with that, and unapologetically so. So there we are. So now I will step into the energy of one and channel some words that one would have me channel for all of you, my dear beloved friends. And then we will go on to questions that Priestess Jordan feels guided to give to me. So if you have any questions for one, please leave those in the chat, and she will pick from there. Yeah. So. You ready, Jody? Or you have your phone? Okay. Beloved ones, welcome to this monumentous time and occasion. You have come here with a purpose, all of you journeying on your paths. In this incarnation, it is not about becoming, it is about receiving who you are. You all have all that you need within you. It is now time to awaken those dormant states, awaken to those parts of you that desire to be ignited. With the flip of a switch, it is done. Understand that the limiting beliefs that our avatar was speaking of are those imposed upon you from aeons. It is part of the human construct. And as you are in this time and era, it is time to shake off those beliefs. Understand that they come from a fraudulent place, a place of limitation and fear to keep control over those in our world, so that we wouldn't awaken to the true full mastery, the truth of who you are. And it is time to step into that power now. Understanding that each one of you is a powerful gateway to this powerful magic, to this sense of being and purpose. Within you resides ancient DNA and codes that are unlocking, that are awakening. Some of you may find them confusing, overwhelming, and even find yourself in healing crises. Understand that you are called to community, to not to do alone, to walk alone, but to find support within one another. You have all that is needed. Remember this as we keep repeating this message. It is important for you to understand on every frequency and every powerful vibration, you are all that is needed. And what was spoken of as truth, this is dependent upon each person. It comes to each person in their own way, in their own unique form. Trust and realize that you are the walking masters. You create every day. With each choice that is made, you lead yourself down a path that is of your choosing, that is of your creation. Take a moment to receive these understandings and take a moment to be in this truth, your truth. As you awaken to a powerful vibration of love, a sense of being, a sense of purpose, understand the conditions, the stories, The fallacies that have been placed upon you are no longer yours to hold. And as a gentle breeze caresses and easily blows through the earth, so can you release these boundaries and mindset limitations. The choice is yours, beloveds. It always has been. And it is time to recognize that power within you, within each of you. It is time to recognize that which is yours. It is time to claim, proclaim that which is yours. You needn't worry about the how-tos or the whens. Only be in your true organic state, allowing, receiving, taking time to trust in that which you are guided to. Sometimes the meaning comes afterwards while you are stepping onto the path and the doing. The knowing will always come. Trust and rest assured that you are being guided. Will you answer the call now? These states of being that are heightened within you are unlocking and igniting the fuse within you that burns deeply and brightly. And beloveds, it is time to shine your light, to shine your power, to shine that passion and creativity within you that only you hold in your very unique way. Beloved wise ones, it is time to awaken and be that which you are called to be in this incarnation. For that which you have been called to is now awakening in this time for these reasons. As chaos permeates the earth, the changes and the cycles that are coming, you are very needed to guide, to help, to heal, to create, and to be that which you are called to be. Most of you desire to feel confidence in yourselves. The reason is that you have been told that you are not, you are small, that you are less. And this could be further from the truth. The truth is that you are so powerful, so great, so large. The magnanimity of who you really are is too big to comprehend. But trust and understand that the largest that you know yourself to be, the huge, powerful vibration of who you know yourself to be, who you really are, cannot be contained. Set yourself free, beloveds. Receive this vibration now, these frequencies now, as we assist in unlocking those dormant parts of you. Receive what is yours. We leave our blessing with you in the love of one. We are now open for any questions.
Lori Swisher is asking, in my dreams I'm being shown things that I had no idea would be a part of my truth. What does it mean? What do I do with all that information? It's overwhelming.
Our beloved Lori, we welcome you and thank you for having the courage to ask such a question. Whether it be you or others who are now listening to this answer, understand that we all in this human construct face such question. What do we do with all this information? For it is overwhelming. We encourage you to take part of that information, what feels less overwhelming to you, and embrace it. And the more that you do, the more powerful you will feel and ready to take on the next level. Think of it as a beautiful coursed meal. You don't eat it all at once. You start with the things that are less, that are maybe lighter, and moving your way down until you have this beautiful experience and are fully fed. These things that have come to you that you have not maybe prepared yourself for are part of your ancient past that now need to come together for the fullness, the culmination of these times. It is not to be feared, but to embrace. For the constructs in which this has been coming to you is to better embrace, understand, and fully embody. But this is a journey, beloved, and it takes time. What you're seeing is the end result, trying to do it all at once. We encourage you one step at a time, beloved. That exercise in which our avatar shared with you this evening, your high priestess, take this now and utilize it in this way for this dream that you are referring to. Our avatar knows of the dream that you speak of and thanks you for sharing, because it's a powerful one. The path that you walk, not many tread. And it is that you become the light, the torch for those who will be walking this path. We leave you with our blessing and love.
Priestess Selena is asking, when our sisters and brothers feel overwhelmed by seeing their truth, when they doubt that power in them, what words can you give them to embrace their truth?
What a beautiful question, our priestess. We thank you for asking it for many who may not even have the words to articulate what you have asked. The guidance that we feel most to give is to trust in the love that you have for yourself. And if the love is not there, or vacant, or absent, or not fully expressed, then these visions that are shown, the truth, can feel overwhelming and sometimes harrowing, because you're looking through the lens of conditioncy. You're looking through a limited point of view. You're looking through the eyes of the world. We ask that you borrow our eyes in these moments to see the fullness and the beauty and the complexity of who you are. You are multifaceted. And it is hard to look at the whole entire from one lens. The first thing to work on that has been expressed multiple times and will be expressed until it is starting to become is that of self-love and self-care. When you ignite it, the doubt, the overwhelm, the fear becomes less because you believe in that which you are. So it is a process. And community is very important in these times to build up the vision, to build your lenses. May this be of help, and may you find resonance in this. One more, beloved.
It doesn't look like any more questions. Right? Oh, wait, Vijani is asking, in what way can we release guilt and shame to move forward in our goals?
The weight of this question is powerful. And we thank you, beloved, for asking this question. The human condition is set up in a way to hold on to guilt and to past and to fear. When you are no longer that which you view, you are no longer that in the actions that were expressed. What once was is not now. Who you are in the fullest expression of where you have been doing your work and focusing on healing, you are not that which you remember. You are much more. The fractional piece that you remember was a time in your story of evolution. You can no longer judge the past, for you were in a different state of consciousness, a different state of being. And as you move forward into understanding, the guilt happens because you understand the choice that was made wasn't in full resonance with who you are now. So you can let go of the past and understand that if it were the situation to be presented to you, a different choice and a different expression would be made. And this is all you need to know, beloved, to release any guilt, remorse, sorrow for who you were. You were unfolding into where you are now. And it is we would say, unfair to the consciousness of the past to judge it from the state of being in which you are now. The way evolution works, you cannot fault somebody for the unknowing. In the space that you are in now, there is a deeper understanding and knowing. And it is from here that you walk your path. We send our love to you. Peace and blessings be with you, all of you. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Huh?
Doing a little clearing.
I've been doing some clearing. Okay. Thank you all for asking the questions that you asked. And I apologize if I wasn't able to get to everybody tonight, but we do this every month. So your question can be answered next month. Also, for those of you who are in the Sisterhood, and again, I wanted to say that, excuse me, wow, that was a huge shift. Talk about releasing so much. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So, what was I saying? Okay, membership. Okay, so the membership for the Sisterhood is now open for the Luxunis Sisterhood. And if you feel called to join, you can go over to Luxunis.com, click on the Sisterhood, and under there you'll find information to join. Also, the priestesses will leave a link in the chat that you can click on that directly. It will take you to the Facebook group where you can apply. Please answer all 3 questions as detailed as you possibly can. More than one line if you can, because it gives us an understanding of your energy and who you are. So we appreciate you taking the time to do that. Also, Priestess Shamaldine will be on in the Sisterhood directly after this in the Sisterhood group. So she will also do a live channelings. I know that she only does a certain number, so you want to be first come, first serve basis there. What powerful messages that were given. What powerful messages. I know that all of us are going through a huge shift, and I'm not excluded from any of that. And right now, it feels like we are on the precipice of something really great, something intense, something that we've been geared up for. But it's like we are releasing these limitations that we carry with us, like, this baggage that we don't even know we're carrying. It's just part of who we are. And it's time to let that go to identify with the newer parts of us. So I'm going to pull a card. This is going to be kind of a collective reading for everybody tonight. This card that I'm going to be pulling. So I would encourage you to go back into this replay, this once it's replay in the video on the Luxunis channel for YouTube, and do the exercises again. remembering what I said, because at the top of my head, the exercise was channeled. So go through 1, 2, and 3 and identify with what was the hardest, and go through that exercise to start to work your path. Because here's the thing, all of you are powerful. And it's funny because when I'm in that space and doing the channeling, one shows me your beautiful energies. And I just I'm in awe. Okay. I mean, there's nothing short of just being in awe. And it's interesting. And it's because I truly myself is included in this, because I am also in the human condition of believing what is being spoon-fed to us. That's so far from who we really are, the way that we are conditioned to believe in the world. So please do the work to release yourself from these conditions. Oh my gosh. So this is the card for us. Wow. So here's the thing too. I feel like a lot of you hold it in your high heart, and then the throat area, some in your bellies, but the throat area is about expressing this newness. And it's challenging when we are in a space of constantly being reminded of who we were, not who we are. So it's important to pick your environment as you're shifting and healing and changing out of this old paradigm, that you're not constantly re-anchoring into the old by your surroundings. Kind of like, I remember when you used to blah, 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 fill in the blank. Or it's really especially true, like I say, you visit people from high school and, they kind of remember you being that person, whoever that was, and you're not that anymore, or an old friend, or if they're not supporting, or maybe not even intentionally, but not maybe supporting where you're going towards and being more in who you were, it's challenging to then anchor in a new understanding for yourself. But you can do it, okay? You can do it. So we're not alone in this work. And it's powerful that we gather together every new moon to talk about, to reflect, to do exercises, to receive messages and inspiration. But the work is yours, and you're not alone in this. Magical allies are waiting to connect. So you have allies, beloveds. You have allies that are waiting to connect with you, to assist you in this work. Magical allies. Not just, they may come in the form of regular people. They may come from otherworldly connections, but they are here. I love that card. I love that card so hard. Okay. So for those in the Sisterhood who would love to have a powerful reading from our priestess Shamadine, please jump over there after we are done here. Also, if you are not a member of the Sisterhood and you feel guided, now is the time to join, because we will be closing our doors on September 3rd and not opening up again until the next equinox. So thank you all for being here tonight with me, for sharing your powerful magic and your energy, and for having the courage to show up in the world. Now, it isn't easy. We all know this, but for the fact that you are willing and have the desire, you're halfway there, truly. This other stuff is just letting go of the conditions. So much love to each of you. Thank you. And if you feel guided, please share this video with those whom you might think would be moved by it, or that it could greatly serve. I'm going to jump off and drink some more water. But all of you, I wish you all a beautiful dark moon, new moon. May you find the magic within you to do the work that is calling to you. And may you find the love and self-acceptance that is needed for this work. Mwah. So much love to you. Have a good evening.